So Clint, we already ran a budget for acrylic paint for 1850. I just jumped it to 1,000 just to out of curiosity.
With another live here at GenCrafts. For today's live, we're going to be painting picture frames, just something a little fun and special for Father's Day, which is coming up in a few days. I know a lot of us have a hard time finding gifts for Father's Day, so we decided to create something a little more sentimental. First, you will need a picture frame. Today has a wooden border, which you can get at any of your local arts and crafts stores. You will need our acrylic paint set of $24.50, which you can get at GenCrafts.com, Amazon, and Walmart. Today I'm using the set of 50, and you will also need some art brushes, a pencil, some water, and a few napkins as well. If you have a particular design in mind, you can always sketch out your design beforehand, which you can see I have already done a little bit. For this particular frame, I'm going to be going for more of a retro look, but I want to emphasize the 2021, which I have already sketched out. It is completely up to you whether you want to sketch something out first or just freehand it. To save time, like I said, I have already sketched it out. So I'm going to start by filling in the 2021 with our white paint. That way when it dries, I'll be able to go back in later for the second coat. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab my white. Grab a brush. I think we're going to use, here we go. A little bit of water. Grab some of the paint and paint this. Actually, before I do that, I want to take this picture out just because it won't be too distracting. To the side and put this back in. There we go. Okay, go back to where we were. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of the white and paint or fill in the 2021 that I had already sketched out. Since I am doing this on wood, I am going to have to double coat this when it dries, just because since I am using white, I really want that white to show. Okay, perfect. So now that I have the first coat done, I'm gonna go ahead and start painting the rest of the frame. That way I can wait until that dries and then we can go ahead and do the second coat. So once we have all that painted, for this frame, since I am going for more of a retro abstract look, I'll be using multiple colors for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour my paint out first, and then that way we have that set and ready to go. So we're gonna be using ultramarine from our acrylic paint set. Just gonna start adding them in. I have navy blue. We're gonna use cobalt blue. Show that a little bit more. Some teal. We have sky blue. We have light apricot. There we go. We have oxide yellow. And then we have Mars orange. Indian yellow. Deep yellow. And last but not least, we are going to add orange yellow. I know they seem like a lot of colors, but that's kind of my favorite thing about the acrylic paint set. 50 varieties, and I promise at the end this will look okay. So I'm gonna start with the blues. So I'm gonna grab my brush, and as you can see, I've already sketched out like kind of little waves on here already. So I'm just gonna pick up my blue. Let's start with the bottom corner. Go ahead and paint that. Now that I have that, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my next color. It's gonna have a little ombre effect of just blues and more of the warmer tones. those lines. You can either have sharp lines or blended. I do want more of that sharper line, so I will be going back later on just to add those in. Going with my next one. For some of these, you might have to do a second coat just because they are a little bit lighter. I'm gonna go ahead and let this one dry just a bit. That way I can go over it with its second coat later. I'm gonna grab a thinner brush. Edge. Next, I'm gonna grab the teal, add that in. And we are on the last part, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill that in. And then, like I said, the colors I used before that were a little more on the lighter side. I am gonna go in with a double coat just so you can see that color a little bit more. Go ahead and add this last part in. Perfect. Okay, and then I just want to make my lines a little bit more sharper. Like I said, you can either have sharp lines or you can have them all blended in, depending on how you would like it. I like more, so I'm just going to go ahead and Alrighty. Okay, now that I have double coated everything, I'm going to go ahead and double coat the 2021 in the white that we had started with. Alrighty guys, and just one more step. Now this part is completely optional. So at the bottom, since I do have room, I can either sketch out dad and paint that in. I happen to have these wooden letters that I already had in handy, and I'm basically gonna paint these white. That way when I put it on here, it matches with the 2021. So I'm just going to lift this up a little and go ahead and paint these. Just gonna add a little bit more of white that we have. Brush. Paint these. For this, if you are choosing this option to use, you know, any wooden pieces to paint over, I'm only doing one coat of white on top of this, just because it doesn't have much texture underneath. And you can always, you know, get creative with this. You can use stickers. Like I said, you could hand sketch it yourself. But if you want to save time, then I would definitely buy these wood pieces, which you can easily get from your local arts and crafts store, and just glue these on, and they're perfect size for this frame. Okay, once I have those, I'm gonna go ahead and stick these onto my frame. Okay, once I have those dry, you can glue them on, tape them on however you like. I prefer to glue them on, but for right now, I am going to be double side taping them. Grab a piece. Set this right. Probably here. There we go. Alrighty guys, and there you have it. You have your 2021 Father's Day picture frame. If you're looking for more ideas to design your picture frame, I do have 2 examples as well that I wanted to show you guys. So we have this one, which is my daddy is a hero. So this is more of like a military army design that we have. And we used our acrylic paint set of 50 for this, as well as our classic pouring paint set, which you can also get at GenCrafts.com, Amazon, or Walmart. And we also have another one that we created, and this is more of a sports theme, and we just put number 1 dad on here. And again, we just used the GenCrafts acrylic paint set of 50. So that is about it, you guys. I hope you like and try out our acrylic paint. Like I said, you can get at GenCrafts.com, and we do have more lives coming up, so make sure you stay tuned, and we will see you next time. Bye.